Welcome to Ringside Riffs by Andres Cortes. It might be hard for you to understand this, but Gunther is getting ruined by the WWE. Now, why are they portraying him as a scared character? Yes, Damian Priest has definitely evolved, he has definitely been doing good, but is Gunther really losing that self esteem? Is he losing that stride that he has been on? Man, if you're not a fan of Gunther, if you're not a fan of what he's been doing, then I don't know what you've been missing out. His tonal reign, the way he became champion, and everything in the Imperium is definitely worth storytelling and definitely worth key points into the WWE and how Gunther has risen to become champion. But his downfall now, what seems to be the affection of not only losing to Cody Rhodes, but taking this journey into cowardly winning, into not securing this victory over Damian Priest. One, we have to either state this facts. If he beats Damian Priest cleanly, then it does not matter. He's gonna continue to be this type of heel, and we're not gonna keep on respecting him. And we're gonna need to understand why is it eventually that we're gonna be in this type of stance, in this type of realm that we are right here between Gunther and Damian Priest. We should continue to intensify and show Gunther to be a dominant force, just like he's always been. Continue to elevate other people like Braun Breaker or other chances, which is the possible route. But no, they continue to face off and do their own thing. They continue to try to now make Gunther seem weak, and it's not working, buddy. Well, listen to me, why? Gunther has never been weak. If he is portraying that he is disinterested, if he is portraying that he does not have self-confidence, then that is on him. That is exactly what they want you to think. But we all know that it all comes down to the Imperiums and the Imperium. It's all gonna be behind his back. It's all gonna be there, and we're all gonna be wondering, why didn't we figure it out before? He always has a plan, and there's no way that he's losing the title. So right now, this rivalry with Damian Priest is not really making sense. It's not really coherent, and it's not gonna go anywhere. Because one thing is, Finn Balor's been out there, he's been making a menace, he's been making his own thing, and we know he's gonna wreck in Damian's plans. He's not gonna let Damian continue and find his path to glory. There is no chance alive that while Finn Balor is there is gonna be a way that Damian Priest not only gets his title shot, but also becomes champion, El Campeón, one more time, and that wouldn't make sense. Now, for Gunther's path, we know that the Imperium, we know who Kaiser is willing to pull off stops. We know that Damian Priest has technically lost the Judgment Day. So what does it come down to? It comes down to two men and two single fighting stances and two possibilities, but it's not gonna come down to anything else. It's gonna come down to Gunther having to obtain and be the champion and be once again hailing high. He needs to show the dominance. He needs to show that determination, that stamina, that endurance, and everything in between, because he needs to continue to be great. He needs to continue to be one of the best. He needs to elevate his character by not only showing that when he's doubting himself, he's able to elevate by showing his character as evolved. We know that it all portrays this strong European time pound, and with anything, we have to respect it. That is the way that it is all going, and if anything, we have to know Gunther's way and wrath is continuing. Damian Priest, where does he go from here? What is gonna happen? What exactly are his options? We know already that he is not gonna go back to the Judgment Day. We know that there's this already pending matchup where it has to be against Finn Balor, where it has to be that Finn Balor and JD McDonough continue to lose those titles, continue to fill in the blank and everything in between, because the Judgment Day is gonna crumble in and they're gonna crumble apart between themselves. It needs to be that either Liv Morgan betrays Dominic Mysterio or Dominic Mysterio betrays Liv Morgan, and it needs to be that they all break apart, they all fall apart because in one way or the other, we have to understand that they all have their internal issues, they all have their self-rivalry, and if anything, it all began with Finn Balor breaking the code. And if there's conspiracy theories out there how Liv Morgan and Finn Balor have been planning this out since the beginning, and it could all be unfolding, it could be one of the WWE's finest works of longevity, one of the finest works of seeing something at this distance, of seeing something planned out and portrayed and storyline at this distance. Now, we need to self-evaluate and self-deprecate, because we need to self-see what is exactly happening between these superstars. What is Dominic Mysterio's ceiling? What has he even come to at this point between the Judgment Day? And is Liv Morgan going to lose that title at any point? We know that the women's division in SEC is going to be finding now her number one contender. We know that Raquel Rodriguez is on her side, and if anything, she's not going to lose the title. But we know that the main cards have to be built for a Survivor Series. What we're more interested in is the improvement of these characters, just how far the company has gone with the belief in characters such as Dominic Mysterio, Liv Morgan, and Damian Priest, just how far they have elevated and really constructed their own brand of superstars from NXT and elevated them into their own storylines that are significantly high. It's not just about what we believe in, it's what we achieve, and it's not just about the bloodline or Cody Rhodes or superstars or legacy forms. It's about these other superstars that are being created. It's about these other superstars that we keep on seeing the rise of. It's about this new chance and this new hope that we're all hoping for. It's Finn Balor against Damian Priest. It's Finn Balor getting his opportunity to be champion once again. It's Finn Balor becoming the Demon, or maybe even an evolution form of that. It's JD McDonough himself, the Irish Ace, becoming his own form and everything. And Dominic Mysterio, of course, building his legacy, building that Mysterio legacy of the Hall of Famer, of his dad. And if he does not want to respect it, he has to admit that that is where he comes from, and that is where they continue to grow, because this all ties in to how these all people, the relationship outside of them, we see the interviews, we evaluate exactly what's going on in their personal lives, how they all interact. They all want to spend time together, but they know it's all a job, they know it's all for sure, and they know that they need to do the best they can, because if not, the WWE cuts their TV time and it cuts into between what they've done. So that's why it's so impressive what Damian Priest has been able to do, has been able to elevate, has been able to go above and beyond, and has been able to now, it appears, go above and beyond expectations of the WWE and elevate himself above what was once an unbeatable character, which was Gunther. Gunther is falling apart. Gunther is destroying himself. Gunther seems to be the end all of be all, and it doesn't seem good for him. It doesn't seem like a right fit. It doesn't seem like his mojo is going in the right way, and if anything, it is a mysterious point. It is a bad pilot point, and it is exactly not what Gunther experienced. We have to see if it comes down to another backstabbing part between the Imperium, and how Luke Kaiser might be the one that backstabs Gunther, how Gunther could be the relevancy again and just dominate between the match and just not even give Damian Priest an opportunity, or if it is going to be Damian Priest's new revolution, if it's going to be him as El Campeon, because WWE did see the majority of people really being behind this new Damian Priest, really seeing the elevated mic skills, really seeing the way he has been able to control the media and everything in between. And it just has to be that this is how they continue to build up their superstars. They continue to build up that momentum that WWE is striving for. Now let me think what you think about Gunther. Thank you for watching.